Welcome to the Winchester Naboo Detective Agency's Fort Winchester Renovation. It began with this fort we inherited from the grandchildren who used to live here. They were human kids, and this design suited human children. But it could be altered to better suit adventure cats like Gus and Oliver. You can see the damage to some of the elements. It isn't only time that aged this fort. With every strong wind, branches from dead trees next to it come crashing down. The roof had been impaled a couple times. An entire tree came down, adding more damage to the faux rock climbing wall. I looked back at my notes and realized that I'd been brainstorming this renovation for a few years. After the winter of December 2025 to March 2026, everyone had a serious case of cabin fever. As a kind of reward for being stuck inside for months, it felt like the right time to go in search of a contractor to fix up this decrepit fort. Here's the plan. Remove the rock climbing wall, remove the walls around the ground floor, replace broken floorboards, replace the metal bar ladder with a wooden ramp, remove the middle deck, add stepped levels that alternate sides, remove the roof, remove the walls around the top floor, add a wide handrail to the ledge comfortable for a cat to walk around, replace the monkey bars with a wooden bridge with wide planks, rebuild the upright structure on the side of the fort, and do all this with recycling some of the materials. I hired Kyle. This is not Kyle. Kyle is camera shy. So we've done most of the demolition, and the walls are gone, and the roof. And I was kind of concerned that Gus would be a little apprehensive about not having walls because he hates the wind, and there are times when he needs to find some shade. So a roof is always something we can add, but he seems to be absolutely loving not having the walls blocking his view. There's his bud. He likes to show that off too. Yeah, hi. You want treats? Okay, give me a second. All right. Oh, there he goes. I put a ladder here, but I kind of don't want him to know how to use it, because as much as I like the idea of him using a ladder, if there's one against the house, he might figure out how to escape. So, all right, we're moving on. Can't really tell what I'm taking video of. This is our top floor. Yeah? You have a lot to say? There's Gus. What are you doing? You getting back to renovations? Yeah, we're getting back to renovations soon. Oh my goodness, are you okay? There you go, there you go. Yeah, you haven't done that in a really long time. There's Gus. Well, Gus figured out how to climb the ladder only halfway and then jump to get to the in-progress fort. It's going to be awesome when it's done. We were plagued by snow delays. It was a pretty harsh winter for us compared to what it has been in the past few years. Doing good, Gus. Oh, look at your little Gus tracks. Look, you got it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here you go again. You're doing okay. Almost there. You're almost on the grass. So eventually the snow melted, but that side where the fort is took the longest. We finally got to enter the phase of building. You can see my terrible sketch work here done in PowerPoint, and there's absolutely no perspective to it. I will hand it to Gus. He did a superb job supervising the work that was being done, at least for a little while. First, he was on the fort roof while we were cutting wood, and then he went over to his truck and he got up on the roof and he stayed there for a while to supervise. And then he kind of took off. And now we are on to client approval phase. You can see there are a couple of changes here. I decided not to have the ledge go around the first floor and instead added a removable ramp. This would make it easier for mowing. There's Buster Nabu on his new bridge. When Gus initially tested this out, he was so in love with the project. We couldn't get him down. We had to climb up there to get him down. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Since that time, though, it's been a little hard to get him to go up there. He's been, I guess, more curious about spring and following the critters. The next clips show those alternating ledges in action. You can see a human can sort of fit on there. And here they are, so they stagger, and it's easy for Gus to jump up on there. Okay, let's see. Come here, Gus. Come here. Come here. Up here. Hey. Come here. Guster. Oh, he's going that way. You don't want to try the ramp? Huh? You don't want to try the ramp? It's been a surprise to me that Gus has completely avoided the ramp. I even tried luring him with treats, placing them in a trail up and down the ramp, and placing him halfway up, and he'll turn around and walk down just fine. But it's definitely not his preference. He'll take those staggered steps instead. You get a nice look at the ramp from this angle, and as it pans up, you'll see the decorative trim that we decided to leave on, a nice wide ledge that goes around that top floor, and there's Gus on the much more suitable bridge than those monkey bars. These cool levels, so 2, 3. For phase 1, the bridge leads to a simple side structure that replaced the old one in exactly the same style. The next steps are to take a metal staircase that's been repainted, and here you see that I've already added some Sizzle rope with Kyle. We worked hard on this, and cats haven't tested it yet, but there's Ollie checking things out. Here's a shot of the staircase and a nice look at it. We painted it a solid green with acrylic, and hoping that it doesn't need a spray gloss coat on top, but you never know. We ran out, so we didn't do the underside of the steps, but it's totally fine. The next step is to design a sign, so we have a proper Fort Winchester sign. Thanks for watching.